Hello all, this is Gigapatrick. Welcome to Building a Fortress. Gonna join a two-man here in a second. I'm just messing around with the deck list. I was thinking about putting Caracas back into the main board. You know, I haven't seen a lot of Sneak and Show online in the two-mans since the dig ban. But nonetheless, you know, it feels like Caracas could be useful main board. And I'm thinking about cutting a Tranquil Thicket, you know, putting me down to 16 tree sources in the main deck instead of 17, which I suppose doesn't do too much. I mean, with I guess you need one green source in your opening hand most of the time, or you mulligan. And 16 should still render you a green source in your opening hand 99% of the time. I mean, I actually don't know the actual percentage of the time. But, you know, if you have 12 green sources in your deck, you know, 12 is 1 out of 5 cards. 10 is 1 out of 6. So, you know, with a 7-card opener, 10 should yield you 1 green source every time. But of course, that's if your deck is evenly distributed, which of course it's not. You know, the shuffler, the randomizer is meant to randomize your deck, not evenly distribute it. But it should still render you a green source most of the time. So I wonder if moving down to 2 Tranquil Thicket effects and 16 green sources overall is totally fine. Most people have moved down to 2 Tranquil Thicket effects. For this video, at the least, I think I'm going to try it out. And, you know, we'll just put the 4th sphere. I mean, with Storm back on the rise, you know, 7 effects is probably where I want to be, and the missing thicket is probably not that big of a deal. So that's what I'm going to try out this time. I'll see you when the two-man starts. Okay, we're back. I won the die roll. Yes, I'd like to go first. Dazzling Das. Taiga, Exploration, Punishing Fire, Tabernacle, Gamble seems like a definite keep to me. Probably Gamble for Loam, but might be, yeah, Gamble for Loam. Probably not going to gamble for Force of Will. I would Force of Will this if I had it. So I can. He has Force in hand. That's the only reason he's tanking. It's probably a good one to force. I think it's probably better to force the Exploration than the Gamble. I would think, but maybe not. Maybe it's better to force the Gamble. Or maybe he has like Deathrite Shaman also in hand, and it's better to like wait until now. But he doesn't know I have Punishing Fire. Thoughtseize, take the gamble, I'm sure. Like, it cannot be right to take Punishing Fire here. Whoa. Well, maybe he's got a Force for the Punishing Fire then. force for the gamble, I mean. Yeah, we'll just play Taiga, Thespian Stage, gamble for Life from the Loam. Okay, whatevs. I'm. Seems strange to me that he wouldn't have taken the gamble. Maybe he goes Deathrite. Maybe he has Deathrite and Marsh Flats. Okay, Scrubland. Deathrite. Okay, so he's on some like Dark Maverick or Junk or something like that. Definitely loan back. Hope to hit a Grove. I don't. Wonder what the best option is. Definitely gonna play Tabernacle. And Mm, definitely gonna play Tabernacle. So I can either have a Windswept Heath and a Maze and no Loam. Well, I mean, what's better? I guess I go ahead and Loam, or maybe I go ahead and Loam and give him the choice between Punishing Fire and Life from the Loam. I mean, I feel like that Maze could be useful. I don't know. Otherwise, I'm just kind of sitting on a Loam doing nothing. And either way, I'm top decking, but with the at least Loam right now gives me Maze of Ith and Windswept Heath. So I guess I am going to do it. I'm not saying that is the definite right play, but I am going to do it. And we are going to put out a Heath. Give him the option. If I top deck Grove and he takes Loam, then that seems, and I could just top deck Dark Depths. That'd be nice. Crop rotation would be good. Yeah, he's going to take something. Takes Loam. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. What does he want to wasteland? Tabernacle, probably. Maybe he's thinking he wants to waste before I can, like, copy something with stage. Yeah. Not that copying... I mean, he could have just waited and then wasted what I tried to copy. That's reasonable. So we are gonna waste his Bayou. Right now, it's just kind of, you know, it's like, can I keep him bottlenecked on mana long enough that I can pull into something? Oh, and I could have played this Maze Viz, so that was clearly dumb. Maybe I can bait him into. I kind of want him to use his Wastelands right now. So I'm going to bait him, try to bait him into wasting something. Alright, that's fine. Awesome! Sweetness! Now he pretty much uh, has to waste the Grove. Pretty much. Knight of the Reliquary? No, Sword of Fire and Ice. Whoa. Okay. Gives me another Punishing Fire. Sounds great. Um, I I can't imagine that was better than wasting my Grove before I could copy it. So let's see, I could copy it now. Kind of, I'll just copy in response is what I am planning on doing. I hope he's not. Like, this is the kind of deck that could play Knight of the Reliquary, which would be awful. Black. Okay. Bloodstained Mire. Actually, I think I should have. Now I feel like I should have just copied before he had the Wasteland up. I can just return both. Now I have two, so I have enough to I have enough to double copy, I suppose. So that's what I'll do at the end of his turn. And now I can just leave the other one, whatever. Maze is fine. I mean, I feel like I'm in pretty good shape. I mean, he could have Knight of the Reliquary and I could be toast. Uh, that's no joke. Whoa, Mishra's Factory. Holy shiznor. So, I guess this is just. That kind of makes me think that He's not running Maverick. He's more running just like a Stoneblade deck, a Junkblade deck. Loam. Yeah. Sweet. I'm happy that I drew that. Waste your Mishra Factory. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Waste your Mishra Factory. Okay. So, Croson Grips are probably a definite. You know, I kind of feel like Bog might have utility in this over Caracas. Kind of would like to get in 3 Croson Grips would be nice. I think I'll take out a Crop Road for 3. Yeah, I think that's good. Maybe the Crop Road wasn't the right move. Like, I'm sure he's got like Surgical, maybe Leyline of the Void. So maybe taking out that one Crop Road wasn't the right move. Hopefully, it doesn't make a difference. Dazzling Dash. Yeah, I think that's a keep. Gamble for Punishing Fire. Hope he doesn't immediately waste my Grove. Or have Deathrite Shaman. Yeah, no Deathrite. Stoneforge, okay. I do have Maze of Ith. Batterskull. Seems totally like... So... That means we can't get... Port... Waste... Let's see. We can double port him... on his upkeep. That's probably what we should do. I could see... I would probably gamble for something, gamble for Punishing Fire, if I could then cast it. But since I can't... But of course, I actually probably still should. Like, go ahead and gamble for Punishing Fire. And then, like, port his planes on his upkeep. And then force him to... Yeah, I think that's what I should do. Should probably just still do it. Yeah, get the Punishing Fire. Discard Punishing Fire, which is not good if he's got Surgical. Ooh, and he must have it. Otherwise, why would he think? Why would he think right now? Yeah, he must have Surgical. Well, maybe not. Tap your planes. Yeah. can put in that batter skull, which, yeah, now we waste Grove, and I have the maze for. I mean, I'm still not happy about Grove being gone. Or I could just make a 20/20 right here. That doesn't seem so bad. But but then, you know, you can have things like swords. I think maybe just stage maze. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure that's the right play, but you know, that's what we're putting out. Tap all this stuff. That's pretty sweet, which makes me just want to uh, get loam going. And then maybe be able to okay, I definitely think he has surgical in his hand. Like, you know, the debates between and if the debate is between surgicling Grove or punishing fire, then it's gotta be you surgical. Well, what do you surgical? It's gotta be punishing fire over Grove, right? Okay. So, um, I can't I can't use punishing fire yet. So I'm just gonna wait. Again, I passed up on depths. I kind of want to see. I definitely think he's got some kind of graveyard hate in his hand, so I kind of want to see what he goes for. Before we'll just tap that one swamp so that I can keep Grove open. Okay, no wasteland. I like that. Hope I don't see Knight of the Reliquary. I mean, I don't think he has it. Yeah, surgical loam. Okay, I kind of figured he had surgical in his hand. That's still okay. Hope he remembers the one in my yard. He didn't. So, well, yeah, he did. Sometimes surgical's a weird card because, like, extirpate just takes the card. Um, okay. She's gonna cast something that costs 3. Liliana. Ah. Okay. Well, that sucks. Uh, actually, we are gonna discard the Punishing Fire. Yeah. Taiga Depths. Uh, make a token at his end of turn is the plan. Oh, why did I not? Couldn't. What could I have ported? That was clearly a mistake. But let's see. I can port away all his white. At the end of his main phase. Provided he doesn't play another white source. Alright, well. Maybe that kind of changes things. I assume he's got another scrubland or a savanna. So, and he's got one card in hand. I wonder if I should go for it here or not. No, I think that I don't want to. What I do want to do is return Punishing Fire. Wait, no. Do I want a Punishing Fire Lily? No. I want a Punishing Fire Stoneforge. And then Punishing Fire Lily next turn? I think. That's reasonable. We want to tap some stuff, but we also want to... 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't want to... We'll just tap the scrubland, because we kind of want to keep... We want to keep... let's see, discard him. Does nothing. So I assume that's a Swords to Plowshares in his hand. Not sure what else it could be. But now I'm low on time. I mean, not super low, but low enough that I have to worry about it. Uh, I like crop rotation. Hmm. I don't think there's any way that I'm going to be able to port him properly. So 1, 2. I keep 1, 2, 3. We have to keep those for 1, 4. Question is, I guess, do I want to leave up? We're just gonna port. We're gonna port his scrubland again. And at the end of this turn, I'm just gonna have to go for it. I think. Discard punishing fire. Because I'm feeling the pressure of doing something for time. Yes, we want to return 1. We also want to go ahead and just make a 20/20. And we'll also return the other punishing fire too. Yeah, he's got the swords, which I kind of figured. We also want to add the other. Sweet. That's phenomenal. Okay. So. Okay. Gerard's verdict should mean that I'm fine, I think. Give me a Dark Depths. Okay. Discard both of those. And I can punishing fire him to death his next turn. No cards in hand. Nope. All right, sweet. That was an interesting match. You know, there was actually a lot of decisions to be made. So I'm glad we got a pretty interesting match. Uh, Sweet. Uh, and I'm glad that I won. But trying to think what else do I need to say? I mean, obviously the Caracas main deck was not anything, nor was the Fourth Sphere, but it's still probably correct to do this, despite the fact that I love Tranquil Thicket and want to play three. It's still probably correct to do this. So that's the game this time. See you. Peace out.